Hello everyone! Today I'll show you how to make step-by-step tasty Greek stuffed vegetables called γεμιστά. Everyone loves this dish. It's delicious, it's vegetarian, healthy, and not too many calories. If you eat this dish the day after you cooked it, it will taste even better. I used to panic when a recipe called for fresh herbs like parsley and anise because you can only keep them in the fridge for a few days. Here's a trick. Store them in the freezer. For this recipe, I used 9 vegetables, 2 tomatoes, 5 red peppers, and 2 green peppers. But you can use a combination of any of these vegetables. You can also use yellow and orange peppers or even eggplants. After having washed all your vegetables with soap, it's time to empty them out. It looks complicated, but I promise you it's very quick and simple. Tap the peppers gently to get all the seeds out. If there are still some seeds left, all you need to do is rinse the peppers out. Start by cutting off the lids. Don't throw them out. To empty out the tomatoes, use a knife, work circularly, and afterwards use a spoon. Use one of those small multi-choppers to reduce the inside of your tomato. It's so quick and simple. Start by chopping the 2 onions, the 2 zucchinis, the 2 tomatoes, 2-3 garlic cloves. You can add more if you like, and then your raisins. It's much easier to chop the raisins with the tomatoes because of the liquid. Raisins will give the perfect sweet taste for your γεμιστά. If you really don't like raisins, you can always add about half a teaspoon of white sugar. Okay. The next thing to do is to prepare the stuffing. Please, don't use corn oil or sunflower oil. Go ahead and use half a cup of olive oil. The taste just won't be the same. Remember the 2 tomatoes you emptied out before? This is the inside of these 2 tomatoes, along with 2 whole tomatoes. Add 2/3 of it to make the stuffing. Keep the rest aside. You will top the vegetables later because you don't want them to dry out in the oven. Add salt and pepper. Add about 1 to 1.5 cups of water. It all depends on your burner and your stove, and how fast the water will evaporate. Now your raisins, which I forgot to chop with my tomatoes, but it's okay. Or if you don't like raisins, we said you can add some sugar. Your parsley, your rice, and there you go. I've been cooking this on medium-low for about 10-15 minutes. It's a little thick. Imagine that in the oven the rice needs to cook and turn out moist and not clumpy. Look at this, it's perfect. If your stuffing turned out thicker than this, don't worry, just add a bit more water. You can see that the stuffing is steaming. I did let it sit for about 10 minutes. I didn't want to burn myself, but don't let it sit too long before stuffing your vegetables. This piece of feta I just added will give your stuffed vegetables a really great taste. When they're cooked, you won't even see the feta, it will just melt. Fill all the vegetables about 2/3 of the way, and then place the lids. If the rice doesn't go all the way down like for the peppers, you can just move around the pepper. Now it's time to top with 3/4 of a cup olive oil only. The rest of your blended tomatoes and 1 cup of water. Cook in the oven. Look at this, it's beautiful. Don't cover it. Καλή όρεξη! That's bon appétit in Greek. I hope you learned something. If you did, don't forget to like. See you next time. I'm Sophia.